Hello everyone, my name is Lily and I'm the creative director here at Bubblegum Cartoons, and today we are continuing on with the theme song to our original web series, Demonic Crepes. We are in the final scene where Sophie is transforming into her superpowered self, and then we're gonna see the title card, excuse me. So this is the ensemble shot with everyone from the show, so you can kind of see them like ghosting in the background there. Sophie has just transformed into her magical backpack form, and she's gonna be flying upwards towards the title card. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of designing the little outfit here. She's got these cute little honey buns in her hair, and her fist is still in the air from where she was holding the jewel, but now the jewel's gone because it's on her backpack. Can I just say I love these sneakers? I wish they were real. So here you can kind of see she's a little crystallized. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something super duper fun that happened to me recently. So I went to LIGHTBOX EXPO in Pasadena, California. If you guys don't know what LIGHTBOX EXPO is, it's actually the first year they've ever done it. It is an animation expo, all things animation, like children's stories and like video games to a little extent too, and graphic novels, and it was super duper fun. I had such a good time. It's kind of like a direct response to CTN. If you guys didn't know, CTN is also very similar in the way that it is an animation convention. However, I have never experienced it personally, but from what I've heard from all the artists who have vended there or people who have attended, it did have some problematic elements to it. So this was kind of like a direct response to like, hey, you guys operate this way, so we're gonna operate that way. And that way was a really great way because I had so much fun. I went with my friend Stephanie, who is a coworker of mine. She's super duper sweet. So we went together, and it was in Pasadena, and it was a little bit of a drive away, but it was really super duper fun. The venue was like a little too small for what it was, the Pasadena Convention Center, but it was the first year, so it's like really hard for them to kind of predict like what space they really need. It was super duper awesome. I had so many friends who were vending there, and I ran into so many really cool people I knew, people I haven't met yet. So it was a really good time. There were panels. The biggest part was the Artist Alley. If you guys don't know, an Artist Alley is like a big vending area where a lot of super cool artists sell their work. And so the kind of consensus that everybody had at the convention was just like, wow, this is like my Instagram feed, but in person, because it was all like the most amazing artists. There are a lot of like industry people, a lot of independent artists too, so it was super duper fun. The only downside was we went like a half an hour early, and it was like a little poorly organized. I heard the next days it was like a little better, but the first day was a day that we went on Friday. We only did one day because it was pretty expensive. It was $50 a day. I think it was $130 for the whole weekend, like all 3 days, but since it was so new, we just only really wanted to try it the one day. So we went a half an hour early. It took us like 5 minutes to get our badge, and then we were stuck in direct California sunlight, and it was so hot, and we didn't have any like sunscreen. No one was prepared because we were there for a convention. We thought we'd be indoors, especially if you guys have been to like any of the conventions in the Anaheim Convention Center. There's so much indoor space to wait, but here there was none, so we were like getting all like sweaty and nasty first thing in the morning. So that was like the only like super unfortunate thing. The other slightly unfortunate thing was you have to line up for those panels like an hour early, and the panel room was super duper tiny and couldn't compensate the amount of people that really wanted to hear these artists talk. But like I said, the panels weren't like that big a deal. I only went to one, which was about the art of storytelling, and I learned so much, and they were so super duper cool. And yeah, so that was super fun. The Artist Alley was the best. I got to talk to some recruiters at some major studios, which is super, super cool. I got to see my friend Steven Silver, who I'm sure you guys know. He does a lot of awesome art talks on YouTube, and he's designed so many of my favorite shows, so many of my favorite characters, and he gave me like a little mini portfolio review, and I am so grateful. He was so kind and so helpful. And I bought his book about overcoming the artist struggle, which I recommend because that was just so well done. So the artist alley was my very favorite part. If you guys didn't know, I really love collecting prints and books and all sorts of things. It was so nice to shake hands with so many cool people, and I really, it got me really excited about starting new projects and all that good stuff. Most of the day I was pretty nervous, because there's so many cool people in one room. So like I had all these like drastic changes between being like super excited and like super energized, and then like completely emotionally and physically exhausted from everything I experienced and all the standing and walking, and so it was a lot. It was a lot of like ups and downs, and it was just a crazy good day. I had so much fun. I'd never been to Pasadena before, and downtown or like Old Town Pasadena was super beautiful and reminded me a lot of Boston, where I went to school. So I liked it a lot. I would definitely recommend this next year. I'm definitely going to be going back next year. I think maybe also just for the one day, because I don't know, it's really expensive to go all those days, and I think it'd be super worth it if you wanted more time to talk to all those artists, or you want to go to panels. But honestly, like all my friends said, like they all had these big schedules for all these panels they wanted to go to, but then once you get there, you're just like, I don't know. I just kind of want to go to the artist alley. I'm trying to think of what else there was. There's like a food court mall, but there wasn't like a whole lot of other things to do. It was really just the panel and the artist alley, but it seemed like a lot when you were there, so it was super duper fun. I loved it so much. I definitely recommend it. I've never been to CTN. Honestly, just the thought of CTN really made me nervous, because like that's like the big thing, because it always just seemed like so intimidating. And the moment that Lightbox Expo was like announced, I was like, oh cool, like that sounds awesome. I just like it like took me a little while, but the more and more I'm like, I really want to go to this thing. I never felt scared to go, but CTN I felt so scared to go, and I don't know why. So I felt really comfortable here. I really liked the people and how it was handled. Other than the opening, it was just a really unfortunate opening. If you guys go, don't go too early, because you're going to be roasting in the sun with absolutely no shade at all. So yeah, that was the only like weird downfall, but otherwise everyone was super nice. The tables were so nice and big for the artists. They had tons of space behind them as well, which is super nice. Apparently they were treated really well, and I appreciate that. I always ask them like, how are you, and are they treating you well, because so many places will just like kind of pull a lot of garbage with the artists, and like that's super uncool, because they really are the heart of these kinds of conventions. So always treat your artists well. Alrighty guys, so as you can see here, Sophie is taking off. So she's gonna take off into the sky with her flighty backpack. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just animating her body first, and then I will be drawing the wings behind her later. That way, like I said kind of with the ponytail last week, is that you just draw the body first and don't get distracted by other little elements. So I'm going to be having her I think of her kind of as swimming, so she's going to be kind of like swimming upwards and twirling and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited. She's going to be flying towards the title card, which will be super duper fun. And then yeah, I'm going to get to coloring all the background characters. Super fun! It's so many characters! I love all the shades of his family. They're all like all these cool shades. You can see all the family resemblance. He looks just like his little brother, or his little brother looks like him. Yeah, I love Alistair's family. They're so fun to design, especially their clothes. I love their clothes. Alrighty guys, that'll be all for today. Shout out to our patrons on Patreon. You guys are totally wicked. You make my dreams come true, and I really appreciate all your love and support. If you guys don't have the means to Patreon, don't even worry about it. Just share this video with your friends. Shout out to Kiko Squirrel for watching. Thank you so much for watching, Kiko Squirrel, and until next time, stay inspired.